to blow up. It's time to testify. Chain signatures launched. We're reaching for the sky. Blockchain to get unlocked. Niggas leading the drive. Now outside any change. The future's here's live. Signatures we ride. Anytime, anywhere. Near protocol nights. Catch a secret there. Blockchain out. Technologies are fair. Elevate the game. Chains all in the air. About to blow up, it's time to testify. Chain signatures launched, we're reaching for the sky. Blockchain to get unlocked, niggas leading the drive. Now outside any change, the future's here's live. Signatures we ride, anytime, anywhere.
Okay, hello. Excited for this conversation. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Illia, just a quick check. Let me make sure we are live everywhere as well.
Sounds good. I think I'm looking. Yeah, there's you, me, Nir translating. There's also Kate doing an interview with Chris in parallel because we're sharded, so we have multiple conversations at the same time.
Yeah, it's saying it's not available on YouTube for some reason, and most of people I think waiting for Hot Protocol YouTube. I don't know why the stream is not ready. It's called the con.
As I usually say, one day we'll have.
Yeah, it's like always.
No.
But I think the main people actually waiting us on YouTube, so it's worth to setting this up.
Okay.
Why it doesn't work?
Well, meanwhile, while Peter figuring out, for anyone who already joined, welcome. I'm sure we're gonna have really exciting conversation, kind of diving into what Hot has been doing, as well as how kind of they see the chain abstraction overall advancing things, and I'm sure we'll touch on a bunch of other interesting topics. All right.
Yep.
YouTube is up.
So, and
I think I see it on YouTube. So
you see it on our YouTube?
It's on YouTube. On your YouTube, yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second to restart. For me, it's still video unavailable. Can you please share the link? Maybe it's a new link, so we could share it in this community.
There's also obviously a lot of people asking questions there already.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, for me, it's still unavailable. That's weird. Let me ask Pasha if he can see it too. And it looks like there's only you on this stream. Yeah.
No, I mean, I can see there's almost 200 people watching already on Hot's YouTube. So.
Okay, so if you see both of us on the video, I think we're good to go.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Perfect. And
sounds good.
All
right. Well,
I hope you can hear us and see us. It's first time we're setting up this so many streams at the same time. It's a Twitter space. It's Twitter space of Nir. It's to YouTube channel. We are everywhere, so you will be able to join us.
Yeah. So do you want to do a quick intro? I mean, I'm sure like Hot community knows you. Nir community knows me. So we should like cross introduce, and then we can dive in.
All right. So welcome everyone. This is Illia. Illia is co-founder of Near Protocol. Near Protocol is a blockchain where your hot mining works and many other great features you was able to explore recently. Hot Protocol is a place for launch UVON, for launch many NFT collections, and the main infrastructure level for now for Hot. Also, when you work with Hot Protocol, part of computation work also Near. So this is a blockchain every one of you have been using, even if you never think about it. And Illia stay behind Near.
Yeah, I mean, that is effectively, you guys been showcasing what chain abstraction can do, right? Where, the chain is so abstracted that people can just use it, transact across different chains and not even worry about kind of underlying infrastructure. That is a vision we started Near with, how do we enable kind of such a smooth experience, as well as kind of ability to scale to millions and millions of users. So maybe I would like to actually dive in and hear from you. You guys launched in the beginning of February, and you've had a tremendous run, kind of getting first million users 10 days, and then kind of continue growing really quickly. So maybe it would be good to hear kind of top metrics, where you are on users, on engagement. You also support a number of networks that people can transact and engage with. So it would be good to share that.
Yeah, sure. I will be happy to share. So the Hot was launched as experimental project in 1st February 2024, almost a year ago. We from the day zero, we launched the Money Hot and some wallet features. It was the time when just mini application Telegram started to growing up. These wallet features and combined with like social effect became quite popular. And I think we had pretty impressive growth wave for the first weeks. And later on, there was a few other like waves of big growth. After Notcoin launch, we had a significantly grow because community was really excited about that Telegram mini apps actually can be big product and believe more in these narratives. And later during the summer, we had a part of meme season inside. We did like some couple big collaborations and launched couple meme coins inside, which also helped a lot to attention more DKN people because it was a great showcase that you can actually do fun activity with like real tokens and real like DeFi products inside Telegram. And this brings another wave of activity. And the last one was recently in September when Hot became not just the platform to launch his own product, it also became a big infrastructure provider for other big multi-chain brands who come into Telegram. We saw this with Graphon, for example. It's a big meme coin launchpad. From BNB, they have more than 5 million users, and all their Telegram infrastructure worked inside the Hot wallet. So, and later on with the Yebi, this is a perfect change, multi-chain perfect change, which was part of the giveaway of Hamster Combat, and also fully worked with Hot inside Telegram. And that time, I think we was like our all-time high. We was almost down, and there was more than 15 million MPC wallets created for the couple weeks during this big partnership. So now we see Hot moving forward. It's became a big infrastructure player. So it's not just a wallet where we do have our own games. And our main headache, what we try to solve, we try to solve the wallet experience, try to solve multi-chain experience for people to make it seamless, make it perfectly. So other projects on like BNB on other chain can come and see users who are happy to use this product with no any thresholds and with no any problem to start. So here's where we are going right now, and like really quickly look into back how we build it.
So what's the total number of kind of top line users, as well as you mentioned like the MPC wallets, effectively this multi-chain wallets you guys have?
Yeah, so in total we have more than 30 million wallets created into Hot Wallet. We created more than 15 million MPC wallets created in the Hot Wallet. MPC, it's for multi-chain. wallets, we have like it's overall. Now monthly, we have about like 7 million users who do something monthly, and we have more than 1,100,000 users with a balance, like on any chain in total. More like total user balance on any chain is more than $1. That's what count user with balance, and we have about 600,000 traders on Uvon right now. This is our first meme coin, which was launched, and like about 1,000 people per day keep buying this. So it's pretty, like I think it's one of the biggest distribution of meme coin among all chains. That's like, we can go deeper in like some specific numbers, but this is just overall users, MPC users, users with balance, and kind of traders who try some like DeFi features. Which is quite impressive if you look in like average statistic across the chain. Not many people actually ready to touch DeFi, especially in Telegram mini apps. That's what's really difficult to it's difficult to onboard people.
Yeah, so maybe for comparison, I think HOT itself is probably bigger than majority of other chains, effectively from a number of user perspective, right? So if you look at the Andreessen Horowitz stats, I think the number of chains, right, including layer 2s that have more than 1 million users is probably like 10 maybe, and then everything else has less. And there's hundreds of layer 2s and layer 1s. So
yep. HOT is really good to mass adoption. We have to make people more trust to have a higher turnover inside. I think this is where we're definitely not in top 10 chains yet, but in user onboarding, I think we're doing pretty impressive job to go forward.
Yeah, so the other one, I actually asked this question on Twitter a few days ago, which was like, what's the biggest chain abstracted app? And I think a joke answer is, although it has some real, is Binance, because Binance is effectively the most chain abstracted application out there, which has a lot of users indeed. And it's kind of interesting because Binance and Coinbase have been generally the onboarding flow for the users in crypto, right? Everybody starts with an exchange because you kind of need to get into the game. And I think you guys kind of flipped the script on this, allowing users in Telegram on board extremely easily, allowing them to start actually participating in the economy, even if they don't top up money, right? By kind of starting to get hot, participate in some of the auctions for meme coins and other things. And then obviously they can top up directly into the wallet and then transact now, not just on Near, which they are kind of natively on, even if they don't know that, but also across other chains. And so I think like that kind of definitely hasn't been highlighted enough, and that's why I really wanted to have this conversation, because I think like there's a lot of people talking about like future and like what's going to happen with the chain abstraction and some of the, I also talk a lot about kind of as kind of all of this tooling evolving, right? We'll navigate blockchains through AI. There's a lot of AI agents, but I think what you guys have done over effectively this year has just shown that if you build really kind of good experience with attached to a really good distribution model, you can build kind of extremely easy to use onboarding method, and like you can leverage all of the tech that been built for past years to really enable fully self-custodial experience. So again, compare this to centralized exchanges, which have been around and kind of been the traditional onboarding tool. So yeah, I just want to obviously congratulate you guys with the progress and delighted to the ecosystem as well as the broader ecosystem, kind of as I think become a partner for users and these users integrating and transacting across different chains.
Yeah. Oh, actually, we've got inspired from Binance for many features, and it's such a difficult problem to move experience for on-chain activity in something what's close to Binance. And people have so many problems with bridging, with gas token, and this is how we got inspired for hot utility in the future. we believe for this like multi-chain infrastructure for many things which Binance provided you for free, like you can for free put it in the protocol on your chain. In the chain abstracted world, you still need some token. We cannot make it gas-free. It's not impossible. If you want to put your money in Uniswap pools on Ethereum, you have to pay $7. It's not going to be like from the air. But what you can do, you can pay $7 in some one universal token, and we can just convert it to some token to process your transaction on Near, to some token to process your transaction on Ethereum, to some token to pay for your fee for your bridge. And that's what we believe can be the biggest game changer for the future hot users, because you will have this Binance experience when you work directly with protocol service. Like you can put your token into farming on any chain, you can buy meme coin on any chain, and it's not a problem where your money is stored. You can do everything. You just sometimes have to pay more hot, sometimes less. If you want to buy meme coin on Ethereum, it's going to be one amount. On Near, it's going to be way cheaper. And we will convert these tokens in background and do everything for you. And the most important stuff, it's fully non-custodial. So you keep your money, you keep all your assets across all chains, you have your own stake in all these protocols, and there's no KYC. It's open platform to do anything. And this experience, if we can create this closed Binance experience in Telegram or in other viral messages and made it non-custodial, like it's going to be a game changer. Because non-custodial, it's not only about security, it's also about freedom, because Binance has a huge limitation what they can give us user to use. And if some product doing a great job providing a good API, but they have to go through a really long process to come into Binance. And when they come into Binance, a lot of stake is here. API will never that high as they can be on chain. Like, on Borrow, you can get 15% down stable coins. If you were able to Binance users put money on Borrow, how long would you be able to keep these incentives? Probably not really long. And the best revenue is on chain, the best offers. We just have to make sure it's available for users. And the hot protocol and hot wallet is here to make it work.
I think when also you describe self-custodial, I think the important to note is when you go through the kind of Telegram hot wallet, that is just one way to access your account. You can also go and open this account in other wallet providers. So effectively, it doesn't matter which kind of application and UI you use, your state, your account, your assets, your kind of data associated with this is yours, and it's kind of accessible through the private keys and kind of different devices that you authorized. And that is what allows to have this kind of freedom, because, for example, even if hot wallet in Telegram not add some feature, right, you still access through any other application. And so that's, or you can connect, with hot wallet external applications. And so I think that's indeed the benefit is it's not a closed platform, but actually it has all of those open features. So and again, the benefit is it's not just for one network, it works across all these networks. So you can go into any of the networks supported and transact across all of them. So maybe worth kind of then zeroing into things like Omni balance and kind of how you guys, you mentioned hey, it's $7 to do something on Ethereum, which is, pretty expensive for everyone, honestly. And especially if you're moving not that big of amounts of money. And so you guys are working on, again, abstracting that out and making it really easy for people to transact kind of across all these chains, even if they don't really need to move things on that chain directly.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now. We started, the first step we did was Omni balance. Some users was able to experience this with fire drops or bridges, if you use any. So if you was joining a trading contest and you ever click withdraw button on your token, it actually was transaction from Omni balance to on chain. So super simple Omni balance is a aggregated balance which keeps on the one big smart contract on near, which hold all your balance across all chains. And it's really cheap for us to send you money on this Omni balance. Like we can send you Ethereum on this Omni balance. It will be about the free. And then you can use this Omni balance to withdraw token on any chains. So it's close to like what's your Binance balance is, like you deposit there. It's really cheap to make transfer inside Binance. You can withdraw it then on any chain, but this is a non-custodial. Like your money is actually locked in smart contract, which is really nice. And this is what chain abstraction let us to do. And this Omni balance in the future not only be able for you to like store money from airdrops, we want to add more really interesting protocols on this Omni balance. For example, we can put money in layer 0, we can get government token or like liquidity provider token, put them on Omni balance, and you will be able to buy these tokens and actually like stake your money in layer 0. And you'll have to make no transaction on Ethereum to do this. You just have to buy LP tokens, which was finally like created on Near. This is really good use case. And also every swaps, everything can be processed on this Omni contract. PRP maybe in the future, exchange, cheap liquidity. And you can do all operation on this Omni balance by using protocols across all chains. You can put your money in Uniswap pool on Base if it's more profitable, and you don't have to be clear what is Base and like how many steps I have to do. I just buy LP tokens on Omni balance. So think about it like a special storage on Near, where you can buy you can buy some assets here, which means you invested or you put your money in the actual protocol on other chains. And that's what also make me very like inspired. It's really cool to build this infrastructure, and that's extremely new experience because you don't need to provide for people on background 10 transaction like withdraw, bridge, buy, stake. You just have to make swaps for some token on this Omni balance, and other projects, if they want to be available on this Omni balance, they just have to stop their pipeline to provide their tokens to this Omni balance, for example, from their liquidity providing. And that's it. They will be available on hot wallet. And some bridges, some protocols can be offered their service to 1 million plus users without bringing them on this chain and ask them to pay for gas. That's what Omni balance is. That's what our vision is for Omni balance. And we already making it step by step. People already can experience the bridging, which is zero fee for now, and its average bridge is under 30 seconds. I just checked statistics before the stream, and the fire drop, where we can distribute 5,000 transactions on BNB chain, we're paying under 10 cents with this Omni balances, and that's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I mean, that's a lot of innovation, and it's, I think, again, fits really well into this idea that like chains are abstracted, and now you have like kind of one place where all the balances are updated. I mean, it's almost, if I look at it, it's almost like you're using Near protocol as a backend of Binance, and then
big closed database. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you kind of providing the experience on top of it as well. So I know you guys.
It's not just backend for Binance; it's also open. If we build this infrastructure, any other project can come in here and say, "Hi, we want to create this smart contract for Ton." This is also what we are working on now. Many Ton collaborations, and it's here. Welcome to create great services for our users. You don't even have to let us know. Just go forward and build.
Yeah, and I think there is a API. Like if I'm building my Telegram bot, I can just like plug in so people can connect through HUT, right? So like they can use their account, they can use all of their balance, Omni balance to connect to Telegram.
And the same with Omni balance. If you have your tokens, you can list it. You can pay fee. It's now about $50, and you can add your token to Omni balance. So and you will be able to make distribution to. If you want to link your tokens from two chain, you need whitelist it. You have to go through DAO. But if it's just token from one chain which you want to upload to near, this is just $50 fee. It's really simple.
All right, awesome. Well, I know you also guys collected some questions from the community. Do you want to switch to kind of go over those?
I'm ready to go.
All right. I mean, one question I know I saw a few people asking was around security, right? What is the trade-off of security having a Telegram bot effectively, and how should people think about it?
Yeah. So security is a big issue which we target from early days, and we have now two big solutions. The first of all, just to understanding, all Telegram bots provide pretty strong API, pretty strong features, how we can store your data on your device. We don't have to share it anywhere, and Telegram do it pretty secure. So if you save your seed phrase, it's the chance of compromising your phone is really small. Even if someone like hack Telegram backend, they will not able to do anything with your money. They have to hack your phone directly, which is way more complicated. So this is what we have right now, but we're also moving users to MPC wallets. Now it's supported Tron and all EVM chains. And with this MPC wallet, soon you will be also able to many way of co-authorization. So to sign transaction, you don't only need your seed phrase, but also your 2FA. And that's what makes it really secure. So we actually, if you use MPC wallet, you have a choice in setting. If you use your original wallet, your classic, it's storage encrypted on your device. So before someone got your device, it's impossible for them to use your money. If you use MPC, your seed phrase, even not stored on your device, it's stored distributed among all network of hot validators. And it's extremely difficult to compromise. So you just make sure authorization you're using, like your seed phrase or your 2FA in the future, you do not lose your seed phrase. And you do not put your seed phrase in some scam bots, which for now, unfortunately, is the main reason how people lose money. It's happened every day. Hundreds of people at least who contact support, who put their seed phrase in some sites. But that's what we cannot prevent you. If you will take your super secure password from your Facebook account and put them into some phishing website, you will lose your Facebook account, right? The developers cannot do anything with it.
Well, actually, I mean, so I actually wanted to discuss this because usually Facebook and Google, they have an active detection system, right, where they monitor that you're coming from suspicious IP addresses, etc., and block that. Now the problem is when you're connecting to blockchain, right, there's no intermediary to do that effectively, right? Right now, if I get your seed phrase, I can send transaction directly to blockchain, and blockchain doesn't have any such mechanism because this is internet censorship.
Actually, it's changing because with MPC wallets, you have to add more rules, exactly. And one of these rules can be your seed phrase, and you can force make transaction, for example, in 3 days. But if you want to make transaction right now, you have to go to some service who will verify your transaction is not suspicious. And it's a correct country, it's a normal transaction, it's not someone drain your wallet, and it's maybe only transaction for some specific amount of whitelist wallets, so you can only send money to your whitelist wallets. And that's what never existed before. So with hot MPC wallets, you will able to not only use your seed phrase, but also have our service to verify your transaction is legit. If you don't if you think we stop doing this good, you can always remove this verification for 3 days. But during these 3 days, if you lose your seed phrase, for example, no one will be able to steal your money. You will receive a bunch of notification, requests from support. These 3 days when we will really try to ask you, please take your money out. Someone try to use your wallet. And that's what's like really new wave. And we hope this approach, we are really close to release 2FA. It's already in beta. We're testing it right now internally. And I hope soon it will be available for everyone. So Hot Wallet will be the most secure non-custodial wallet because you will be able to publish your seed phrase on Twitter and still make sure no one can steal the money. That's
still don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I will do it to experiment. Like, here's my seed phrase. You're welcome to Hot Wallet. Try to install it, and that will be it. Mm-hmm. So it's my big.
That's definitely a good advertisement. So
and I will.
I just wanted to.
1,000 you ones there, so people might short if they don't get it.
Yeah, I think that so originally, actually, Near Wallets had 2FA, and it was done through a multi-sig where there was indeed another server that would co-sign with you if, like, through your phone verification, email verification. Now, it was a little bit complicated because of kind of the specific technology choices of that stack, but indeed, you guys are actually kind of refreshing the same idea, but now with more advanced stack. But actually, I've heard stories where all crypto was stolen from some people, except Near, because they had 2FA. So that is like fundamentally like a needed feature that enables completely different level of security.
I heard the story too from early beginning when we just started build wallet on Near. People came up to us and say like, why you don't support 2FA? And that's actually like for many people it's very important. And
and there is MPC, like this chain signatures allows so many new ways of doing things. Like you can also do social recovery where you can designate, for example, 10 other accounts, and 6 of them, if they come together, they can recover your, like, even if you lost seed phrase completely, they can recover your account.
Obviously, it's very flexible. Yeah, you can create any rules. It can be 2FA, email, recovery. It's can be like anyway. And we also, what's really important, we probably is only one MPC protocol who was tested on such a high load. So during the hamster airdrop, there was more than 50 million MPC wallets created, and more than 17 million transactions sent to log into Yabi exchange and do some activities there for a day. It's really intense. Like our node was almost overloaded. We created a bunch of really strong updates to make it possible. It was this really, really bad days for our team. But the MPC network was in the worst case, it was about 10 seconds to sign, but average was under 2 seconds. So it's very impressive. It's a system which was tested on really big load of DDoS. And it was with no any restriction by HOT. We don't charge HOT right now to sign this transaction. It was real DDoS from users, and we was here to make.
It's actually usage. It's called usage.
Usage. The usage was very intense, and I'm proud for our protocol team. They based in Germany. They did a great job. It was a deep night for their time zone, and we
somehow it's always at night. It doesn't matter where you are, it's always at night. And you had 500,000 concurrent users, right, at some moments?
In the moments, on a peak, we had more than 100,000 users living who tried to do something in the app. But signing process, on peak, we had more than 1,000 per minute, I think, signs. So it was pretty intense.
Nice. I mean, maybe the other interesting question, actually, I'm kind of paraphrasing what I've saw some people asking, is kind of effectively between, Near blockchain, right, kind of providing all this infrastructure. At the same time, Near definitely has lower TVL and kind of than many than few other blockchains that are way more kind of have a lot more financial activity right now. And then at the same time, kind of what you were just describing, right, is a completely different way of engaging with blockchain. And so I actually wanted to just talk through this because I think it's a mindset change on what people value, right? Right now, it's like, oh, how much TVL on this network that defines, how much, like how successful your token launch will be, or how much money can your application make. But what you guys build, what a few other folks are building, like Bitte and Sweat Wallet, really kind of removes that mindset of a single blockchain kind of liquidity be like limited by the chain. So I think the example you guys a few of the tokens that are effectively been launched on multiple chains at the same time, right? So they kind of tapping into liquidity across the board. At the same time, if you have an Omni balance, you actually can, like it doesn't matter which chains the token is on, right? You're trading kind of them across.
Well, I still think that liquidity, there is a part of true, I agree with you, Ilya, but it's still, if we've been talking about chain abstraction, blockchain, TVL is extremely important. If you're thinking about on board all these protocols on near, people will need liquidity to buy stake Omni balance, stake Uniswap, stake layer 0, all these tokens. We need a really small latency, a lot of liquidity, but swap rates. Like we need direct connection to some centralized exchanges probably to create this really small fee per exchanges. And that's what we cannot like. Even like cool protocol can provide the way to do this, but they still need to be big commitment from many other partners to provide liquidity there. And we also, if we don't have commitments from project, especially on beginning to bridge their assets on near, we have to make sure we will have this opportunity to make it for them. Like if layer 0 doesn't want to create this from the first step, we have to buy these assets for our like resources and put them on Omni balance for people. So I think strong liquidity support and like what we think about TVL, it's not like exactly correct, but this is it's like, when I go to Kraken and I go to Binance, I never like swaps on Kraken because yeah, they might do many good features, but my rate when I'm swapping $10K, I have 1% slippage, and I don't think I'm happy with anything else. So of course we like right now near, for example, if you want to swap BNB to USDC, you can comfortable swap with a couple $100. And it's definitely hard to onboard a lot of people if we have such rates, but it's changing. I see some projects committed to provide more liquidity, and I see it's like a primary focus of Near Foundation what they're working right now. So I hope it's changing. And TVL, not in like how many people keep their like not using money, but TVL is how great is your swap rates. That's what's really important.
Yeah, so I mean, and that's I think is an interesting, because in a chain abstracted world, right, like what we're gonna see with intent-based effectively swaps is that this liquidity, it lives somewhere, but it's not gonna be counted as TVL because it's not actually gonna live like locked in specific smart contract, right? It's gonna be on the solver network, being able to provide users trades and effectively routing them through centralized exchanges or decentralized exchanges, whatever's better at the time. And so I really think, I mean, my point was more, right, like the TVL itself is kind of a outdated metric in the chain abstracted world because, the Omni balance and kind of like ability to move assets around, and with this intent approach, kind of what we're going to see is that you're going to, be able to swap BNB for USDC again in abstracted way. Like it doesn't matter like which chain those things actually going to materialize, and it will try to find you the best rate depending on all of the markets available across all chains and centralized exchanges. And so
let's say it's not TVL, it's AVL, available total value locked, so like how much money you can touch from your chain abstraction chain. That's what I like this metric. So this is and like how much liquidity people touching every day. It's like not turnover exactly, but like how many transactions was made.
Total unified liquidity. Pretty much. accessible. Yeah, that's a good way.
This metric to to near blocks.
Yeah, it's like right away, integrate Ethereum, boom, 100 billion added.
Yeah. So in our case right now, we also, the TVL is something what for wallet, it's more important, I think, because it's how much money we earn and how much we can offer to project. And we're right now, we mainly focus on grow people. We want to onboard as much people as possible. And our main metric is how many unicorn wallets with balance we have. But soon we see many ways how we're improving how much people actually hold into hot wallet. We are going to launch extension pretty soon, and to make this narrative works, it's not fully in Telegram. It's have to be the whole infrastructure of chain abstracted wallets, and that was always the main goal for us. So it's make mass adoption for people, but it's not completely in Telegram. We want people using them from the mobile application, from the extension. So this way, total available balance of people will be much higher, what I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it's almost AUM, right? Effectively, how much assets under management under this network you have built, and then that's one side, and the other side, yeah, how much liquidity is accessible through various different protocols that you're engaging with.
But if we back to mass adoption, by the way, we recently passed 5 million unicorn fire drops, which is actually crypto link drops with real tokens, which have been made through Omni balance. That's quite impressive. Especially if we're talking about this meme coin airdrops, it's people what they don't do, not that popular. And it's only available, you can follow my channel on Telegram and have $0.1 airdrop, which is impossible to do on Solana. You have to pay 30 cents for your storage fee. But on here, it's 5 million transaction. That's what people receive on Omni balance. It's quite with this fire drop feature. And it's only one of example how you can utilize chain abstraction.
Would you say Near is more scalable and cheaper than Solana?
Near the storage for sure. Technology before last shard update, we was on the peak. We had more than 100,000 transactions in meme pool. I cannot believe that exists in any other chain. On technical side, that's one of the reasons why we're building this chain abstracted backed by Near, because it works. It's worked for the load, and the protocol team did some improvements recently, for the last year, to make it even better. And this 5,000 transaction, my previous example, 10 cents, including storage fee. That's insane. That's really good. I don't believe we can make it on other chains.
Awesome. I think actually things that get the new version 2.3 releasing, it's going to get even cheaper because reducing gas costs for all of those things.
They need it now they have to return meme pool capacity. That's the main headache. I told with Bolon about it yesterday. He promised me to look back into this because they decided, okay, 100,000 transaction in meme pool, it's not bad, but let's make it 1,000, just in case. Everyone was like, why? And they was like, okay, we just chose this number,
Yeah, no, they should fix that. All right. Well, I think we're pretty much out of time. It was a really great conversation. I mean, obviously, you guys did amazing job onboarding a ton of people, as well as finding new ways to engage them. You kind of manifesting the chain abstraction into users both who don't know about crypto and kind of care about different networks, as well as for people who are new and who are just using hot effectively, and this is their interface to the blockchain space. So I mean, I wish you continue doing that. Hopefully Near protocol will continue supporting across the board with technology and innovations, and then let's continue onboarding masses to crypto.
Just one thing. Yeah, I was happy to talk to just one word for people who was waiting here for some. I see many your really production questions about the exact features or the listing or the token, which we did not touch on this conversation. If you will have more than 2,000 likes under this video, we probably will make another AMA session with probably Pasha from our team to be more focused on these solid features we have right now. So with Illia, we got the chance to talk more about the vision for hot infrastructure and hot protocol. Our Twitter, it's not called hot wallet, it's called hot protocol. It's because we make the main bet to this infrastructure we want to build. And we believe that this will be the main utility for hot in the future is how you manage your assets and your transaction across all these chains. And this is what we make in our focus right now. And we had a chance to talk about this more technology side. I hope I shared some vision we have with you, and you can now more see where we're going. But if you have more questions specifically about their features, like history of some meme coins, what some people do, what some people don't, we're also happy to talk about it. Just leave your questions that have 2,000 likes, and we will make the same AMA stream next time with maybe Pasha, who mainly focus on this internally in our team.